Sunday, Little Boats for Life here. It's a mail call, and I've got a few boxes that came in the mail, and I don't know what they are. I have several boxes I haven't opened up yet, but I'm looking for one in particular. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up this box here. It feels a little heavy. Or this one here, so I'm hoping it's what I'm thinking it is. Alright, let's get the box open. Alright. Let me just get you see the box opening. You know, you gotta love these USPS one size fits all kind of deal. It makes guys like myself and others who do a lot of shipping much easier. Don't have to worry about weights, that kind of thing. Wow. Empty box here. And let's see what we have in the box. Wow. This is great. Guys, this is what I've been waiting for. In my last few videos, I mentioned about the eBay bid, and this is what I bid it for. This is the Lyman. Let me just adjust it. This is the Lyman 358430 mold. It's actually the 195 grain round nose, 200 grain bullet. So 195 grain, weighs out to about 200 grain, and it's a 2-cavity mold. And I got it for $54. $54. It started out to be $44 at first, and so I was kind of keeping it to myself because I didn't want nobody to outbid me. I've been outbidded before for the past 2 years on one of these things, so I was going to pay 120 bucks for it. And then I think Optic Planet wanted to sell it to like $87, and I said that was too much money. So I put a bid on it for like 70 bucks. They said no. So I saw this one here for a bid for $44. So I bid it for it. Nobody bid it for like a few days. Then finally a few people bid it for it, and I just upped the bid. Sure enough, you know, I got that alarm from eBay saying, hey, you won. So here it is. So now I can make my duplicate 38 special police loads with these. And they're supposed to fit the Smith & Wesson shell, and we'll see about that. But mainly I'm using this for the 38 special. Okay, so that's one. Alright. And I think, I don't know what this is here. We're going to find out what this is here. Alright. I ordered a 1-cavity 32 caliber mold. It's kind of an old-fashioned mold. It was 15 bucks, and I got it, and I won it. And of course, shipping, of course, you know, you gotta pay shipping. So let's see if it's the mold itself. I'm trying to be careful and cut myself. Wow, here it is. There it is, guys. It's a very old mold. It's a single cavity mold. It's a 32 caliber. And it looks like a 98 grain, 100 grain. And it's pretty simple, the little device. It's just small, you know. I'm not planning to make mass production 32 caliber. I just want to do a little test run on these things here. So here we go. That's pretty cool. And trying to remember who makes it. I think Winchester. This one here doesn't have any writing on it. Maybe a stamp on it. But it's in pretty good shape in spite of its age. But great. Also, what came in the mail too was, let me go get these for you. This is the 4-cavity, 2-cavity handles for the Lyman molds. And I'm going to give you a little tip, guys, on these molds here. Let me open it up real quick here. Now, what I have is this 2-cavity mold. But on the box here it says double cavity handles and 4-cavity handles. So they actually work for both. So what I've learned about the 4-cavity handles is that they close the mold much more precise than the 2-cavity. On the 2-cavity I was getting a lot of gaps. But with a 4 cavity, it's a little looser, but when I put them together, they clamp up like a bank vault. Hey, you just put them like so, and then you have all this extra space here to put an extra 4 cavity one if you like. But when I clamp them together, there's no gaps. There's like no airspace in between the gap itself, nothing. Just like this, it shuts like a bank vault. So I got this on also for a bid, and it was I think I won it for 25 bucks. And these are like $40 handles. They're pretty expensive, plus shipping. All right, so that's what I got for mail call. And so next, what I want to show you guys is the 9mm mystery bullets that I found at the range the other day, and I mentioned it to my last video. So let's take a look at those. Put these to the side. All right, that's done. A little garbage here, put that to the side as well. Okay, so again, here we have that 9mm bullet. Okay, and it appears to have a grease groove in it. Some kind of a grease groove. Let me get this light over here a bit better. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop one of these out. This one here's just squashed. But let's go ahead and measure it out and see what it measures out to. I got my trusty Harbor Freight micrometer here. Gonna zero it out. All right, zero it out. Hmm. 11.53. That's not too bad. It's about right on the money. Now here is a typical Winchester white box round, you know, and let me show you what this measures out to be. Pretty close. 1152. Extremely close. But here you can tell it's a copper plated, or it's copper jacketed, you know, no doubt about it. Anyways, the back of the shells are mixed. This one's Cellar and Bellot. Cellar and Bellot. Oh, this is, I think it's a Partisan, Preview Partisan. Remington Peters. I think I got Federal on this one. So these are mixed. So these are actually hand loaded by somebody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop one of these rounds out. I'll pop this one out here, the one that's you know, got the right measurements on it. So what I'm going to do is I have my old RCBS bullet puller. I have this for like 30 years. You know, it's mushrooming up on the bottom now, but it's been through a lot. Anyways, let me get my hammer here. All right, popped it about 5 tries. Right now I have my RCBS 750 Range Master Scale. I'm going to put this in the pan. All right. Okay, I don't want to take the powder out now. The powder is flaked. I don't know how much it weighs yet, but here's the bullet. It looks like a 102 grain bullet. Well, we're going to find out how much it weighs. And let's see what it measures out to be. .356, 355 and a half. Okay, so it's a true 9mm bullet. Okay, so let's weigh it out. Oops, zero it out here. Well, 114.4 grains. Huh. I don't know what it is. It's got some kind of a coating on it. And I don't recognize the bullets. It looks like a RCBS 102 grain. And not quite a 125 grain Lee. Huh. Oh well. Anyways, let's go ahead and weigh out this powder charge. Put it back inside the shell and then zero it out again. Alright. Alright, we got 3.2 grains of this flake powder. It's not quite red dot. It almost kind of looks like bullseye. It's flaky. 3.2 grains. I'm going to have to look at the Lee manual and see if what it matches out to be. But anyway, it looks like it's pretty good. I'm going to just take these bullets apart and change out the powders on them, and then start over from scratch, and then we'll do a test on them. Alright, so guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead in the garage, make some lead, and go ahead and start making these 195 grain lead bullets, and then we'll get back with the finished results. Alright, so I took the molds, had them washed up, took all the lubricant off them, and put a little Comet inside the cavities so that it can get a good polish on them, and that would help have the bullets come out much easier. Okay. Alright. And so what we're going to do now is attach our molds to our mold handle. So again, this is the 2 cavity / 4 cavity mold handle, and they work pretty good. So remove the bolts from the bottom. It comes pretty loose. You know, once you have these molds, guys, they last forever. You know, just gotta put a little oil on them when you store them. Spray oil works, WD-40, anything that'll, you know, even hops number 9, anything that'll inhibit rust. Because these are steel, these aren't aluminum. Steel attracts heat more, retains its heat more, and you get better bullets, you know, from casting to casting. I just like the steel ones better. Yeah, they're heavier. You know, they take longer to warm up, but once you get them warmed up, you know, it doesn't take much to make good quality bullets out of these things. Now, understand something too, guys, that there are times where you just can't buy bullets that you want. You're going to just have to go and make them yourself. And this is one way of doing it, you know. So, you know, I look on eBay, I look for the best deals I can. You know, if you guys are into like estate sales, I haven't been to them myself, but I've met a lot of people who've gotten, you know, guns and revolvers from these estates, you know, that you can't get here anywhere else. But you'd be surprised what you find. So it's good to shop around. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this block to where I'm going to tap the nut here to release the tapping here. Alright, so, and also you want the mold to face just like so. Now when you break the sprue off this mold, you want it to break it away from you, not towards you. Alright, so here's how we're going to do it. So it looks like this. So basically, here's the sprue. Well, sorry guys, I'm all thumbs here today. Alright, so when you break the sprue, it's going to go forward like that. So you want this handle to go forward. So when you tip it over too, open it up, and you want to be able to tap the bolt on here so that the rounds will come out. Alright. Flip it like this. Alright. Okay. Now we're going to put the bolts in. Alright, that felt pretty good. Alright. Tighten them up. Oh. This is for the sprue plate. This little bolt here. It's the sprue plate tensioner, and it keeps it from loosening up. And so alright, so they're back on, and this screw here on the side, this one here on the side. Now what this does is it adds tension to this bolt here, and this is the sprue plate bolt. So you get some nice tension without being too loose, being too tight. It basically just the retention screws it to hold it in. So make sure we got it tight. Okay, good. All right, so as you can see, it goes in nice. There are no gaps. You can't see any gaps. There's no light, you know, through the block here. So to me, these 4-cavity mold handles actually work better for the 2-cavity molds, and you get better quality bullets. So we'll find that out soon. So right now we got some lead melting in the garage. We're going to go ahead and go to the garage right now and do a little test on the mold, see what kind of bullets we get. Okay, we got about 102, 195 grain Lyman bullets. So right now we're going to go ahead and pan lube them the old-fashioned way. Oh. Unfortunately, it's hot. So let me get some mittens. Alright. I'll start lubing them right now. Traditional pan lubing is something I do once in a while besides powder coating. I wanted to give them the old retro look. So where you just see the lead exposed. And we'll fill the grease groove up. Not quite all the way, but you can. Okay. Good enough. Let this sit for a couple hours. And it should be ready for to be taken out. Alright. I'll start lubing them right now. Traditional pan lubing is something I do once in a while besides powder coating. I wanted to give them the old retro look. So where you just see the lead exposed. And we'll fill the grease groove up. Not quite all the way, but you can. Okay. Good enough. Let this sit for a couple hours. And it should be ready for to be taken out. Alright, so here are 100 pan lubed, 200 grain, 357 bullets. And I decided to do traditional because I wanted to have that retro look. So let's go ahead and punch them out. And they're quite easy. Take out the mold. Just slides right out. While in the process of putting the wax in, I had a little incident where water got into the wax, and how that happened was I was trying to pick up a bullet that had fell down with a ammo box that was sitting outside, and it was raining, of course, so all this water came in. So this is what it looked like on the end here. So hopefully it didn't do any damage to it. So we'll just push them out. Let's see. Let's see if it, well, yeah, that didn't work too well. Oh, they're pretty hard. I think the reason why is because they're so thick, because of the diameter of the bullet. Okay, I'm gonna have to get something a little bit more like this here. Oops, oops, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, that's working now. Just need something to punch it out with a little bit. Oh, jeez, that's tough. Okay, half it's crumbling down now. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Yeah, it wasn't a good idea. I should have powder coated them. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and punch them out and then off camera and then get back with you. Okay, so we got most of them out. I think they're all out now. Now, I don't normally traditionally lube them, but now you understand why I powder coat my bullets instead of pan lubing them. But the good news is I got about 70 out of 100 that are lubed, so I can start loading my bullets up. So what I'm going to do right now, go ahead and put this wax back in the pot. Okay, so we're going to do some weights and measurements now. We'll take one of the bullets that are not lubricated to give it a true weight bearing. Alright, let's go ahead and zero out the Harbor Freight micrometer. Oh. Alright, here we go. Alright, 262. Now these are perfect for like the 38 Smith & Wesson and the 38 British with the 361 inch bore. This is perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and do some weights. 202. Not bad. 202. Pretty close to the 200 greener. Let's try another one out. Let's zero it out. Here we go. 202 again. Alright, so the alloy is pretty good. Okay, so out of 195 grain, it actually measured out to be about 202, which is perfect. Alright, so we're going to start loading these up, and then we'll get back at you when they're done. Alright, so here's the finished product. 50 rounds of 202 grain lead round nose, and 2.6 grains of Align Unique CCI small pistol primer. 50 rounds. Anyways, guys, I'm going to show you some information here on the load data for the 200 grain 30 special. Alright, so it's listed under bullets, catch bullets, and the thread is called 200-38 special data, and then you'll see data for IMR 2227, Blue Dot, Hodgson's H6, HS6, Unique, Bullseye, Herco, Green Dot, 700X, Red Dot, and the list goes on and on. So there's plenty of data here for the 200 grain 30 special. And all you do is just look it up on the internet. So, alright, so that concludes part 1 of my 200 grain lead bullet series. Stay tuned for part 2, which will be the test, shoot, and review. And as always, please rate, subscribe, make comments. Thanks for joining me today. Have a happy Sunday. Take care. We'll see you at the next video. Bye for now.